Is it important these days for women to be instructed and have a culture and like
Culture of what?
of everything like history, art, or like science?
Yeah, I mean, I think that education is always a solution and one of the probably major tool to empower women and the population in general. So I think being educated and aware of history, of different cultures, of our human heritage, positive and negative, which is both, I think is very important. And of course, education should be obviously secular. Education should be accessible for everyone, and I think it's one of the main tools of empowerment of women, for sure.
And what do you think about old generation of women that criticize new generations of women that fight for their rights?
You know, I think that not all feminists of older generation criticize new generation feminists, and I think that genuinely there is much more solidarity between women than it's portrayed on or than it's presented. I think that mass media are always chasing the stories to show that women fight with each other. But my experience is that women actually support each other much more than people and society thinks about. And I've been supported by many incredible women of older feminist generation, of younger generation. Of course, we have disagreements, and that is very normal. And I think that the fact that women can disagree is also very important because indeed we're not a homogeneous group of people. We think differently, we have different knowledge, different experience, different priorities. Yet when we need to be united, we are very united. And this is despite the claims of mass media that women fight with each other. No, we really feel a lot of solidarity towards each other.
Okay, and the third question is about abortion, and it is a very hot topic these days. And for you, is it important that she has the right to decide of the life of a baby that she's carrying? What important as the father in the relationship, like if the father wants the baby but the mother doesn't want the baby, what is your opinion?
That's a very interesting question because how come that woman gets pregnant if she does not want to have a baby, even if a husband or a man wants to have a baby? So, I mean, making woman pregnant against her will is already something wrong. So I don't think that there can be a situation that mother does not want a baby but father wants a baby, and you know the getting pregnant was a kind of a mutual act. So that's strange thinking. Yet I think that abortion, right to for abortion, is obviously one of the fundamental rights of women. It's a right over her body, her choice. It's very important and essential aspect to have this opportunity to choose. It's an essential and important aspect for building gender equality in any society. And you know, despite the claims of religious leaders or pro-life activists who try to portray women who want to do abortion as the evil women and so on and so forth, for any woman who would do an abortion, a decision to make an abortion is always a very difficult decision, a very traumatizing decision. But women's lives are severely affected by pregnancy, by having a child, and so on and so forth. And we still live in a society where responsibility over a child is mostly put on the shoulders of women. So it's never a very easy choice, but women nevertheless have to have a choice. And it's an essential, once again, for women having a full, prosperous life. It's an essential aspect of building gender equality. And those people who consider that, those who defend this position of pro-life, they, even though they build a kind of a positive language of, defending life of a child, they still consider woman as a carriage. It's simply a carriage of a fetus. Which, no, I mean, it's our body and we're going to decide for each part of it. So question of choice and question of decision making is very essential for women's liberation, and it has to be defended. And right now we see a lot of dangerous movements rising up with an idea to forbid women abortion, and well, I can promise that we're going to rise up and this is not going to happen.
Thank you.